343 0806 980 9897. Announcer Management.
The FIFA World Cup 2026 is here. Watch all 104 matches live on Star Times, from the opening match to the final showdown.
And this time, it's not just watching, it's watch and win.
Subscribe or buy a Star Times decoder and stand a chance to win the 10 million naira grand prize, plus many exciting prizes nationwide with subscription packages starting from just 4,000 naira. Recharge now via Star Times app or visit any Star Times office or dealer outlet near you.
Star Times, enjoy digital life.
It is another beautiful Sunday, and it is good to have you join us on this edition of our Sunday magazine news program, Weekend Grip, where we celebrate people, culture, and events packaged for your Sunday relaxation. We begin with the 10th coronation anniversary celebration of Jegun of Ileoluji Oba Olufaderin Adetimehin, where dignitaries paid tribute to the monarch for his tireless efforts in fostering unity and development of the kingdom. We also have the true perspective of what led to the loss of life in a family dispute in Akure community. This and many more stories, including our regulars for your Sunday viewing pleasure, will come your way after the short break. I am Abiola Ario. Good evening. We begin with the news segment. Nigeria's Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, Senator Abubakar Kyari, has reaffirmed the country's commitment to strengthening agricultural cooperation with India. Speaking during a bilateral meeting with his India counterpart, the minister emphasized Nigeria's dedication to honoring existing understandings in food production and agribusiness. The high-level discussions focused on deepening strategic partnership between the two nations, particularly in agricultural technology, crop production, and supply of crops of mutual interest. Minister Kyari said his ministry will actively follow up on pending memorandums of understanding on bilateral agricultural cooperation, which are expected to take effect.
During such a celebration.
Nearly 100 Nigerians in Ethiopian prisons will be repatriated to complete their sentences back home after Nigeria and Ethiopia signed a prisoner transfer agreement in Addis Ababa. Garba Natala reports.
Hope has returned to the Nigerian nationals whose luck ran out and were detained in Abba Samuel prison in Addis Ababa. Foreign Affairs Minister Bianca Odemegu Ojukwu, who led Nigeria's delegation to Ethiopia, conveyed President Bola Tinubu's assurance to the inmates, saying that the country will not abandon them.
And also, I wish to remind you about what I have been talking about, which is about personal rehabilitation.
A day earlier, Minister of Justice and the Attorney General of the Federation, Dr. Lateef Fagbemi, SAN, and Ethiopia's Justice Minister Hannah Araya Salesi signed the agreement facilitated by foreign ministers of the two countries. The deal covers 98 inmates, 96 men and 2 women who must consent and have at least 1 year left on their sentences. The minister said the agreement is enshrined in government's 4D foreign policy and urged inmates to cooperate with documentation.
I will say this again. Don't travel this route. Again. First time lucky. Second time, you don't know where it's going.
At least 4 Nigerians died during negotiations. Odumegwu Ojukwu warned that the agreement is not a license for impunity, but is grounded in humanity and justice. The inmates celebrated the news and pledged good conduct. The first transfers are expected once consent forms are completed.
A 41-year-old Brazil-based businessman has been arrested by operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency (NDLEA) for importing shirts and towels impregnated with 6.10 kilograms of liquid cocaine from the South American country into Nigeria. Sawal Khalil Ibrahim reports that in a separate operation within the week, in review, NDLEA also intercepted another group of persons with disabilities in connection with drug trafficking.
A Brazil-based businessman was arrested at Murtala Mohammed International Airport, Ikeja, Lagos, on arrival from Brazil via Addis Ababa with 14 shirts and towels soaked in 6.10 kilograms of liquid cocaine. The suspect, who claimed he has lived in Brazil for over 14 years, running an African restaurant, said he was in Nigeria to visit his wife and buy foodstuff in bulk for his business. In other operations this week, NDLEA operatives arrested a 60-year-old woman in Abia with 1.8 kilograms of skunk and a 28-year-old man in Rivers with 400 grams of skunk, 5 grams of methamphetamine, 100 grams of tramadol, 5 grams of Trinol, and 18 grams of diazepam. In Delta State, a 36-year-old suspect was arrested at Aniocha South with 5 gas cylinders concealing 2.8 kilograms of loud, a strong strain of cannabis. 2 notorious dealers were also arrested at Kasuan Katako, Gombe, with 3 blocks of skunk weighing 2.738 kilograms. In Taraba State, NDLEA officers raided a warehouse at Maihula village, Bali local government area, and recovered 63 jumbo bags of cannabis sativa weighing 1,121.5 kilograms. In Abuja, operatives on patrol along the Gwagwalada Expressway seized 30,400 tramadol pills, 750 pregabalin pills, 200 MDMA pills, and 592 bottles of codeine syrup from a suspect. In Abuja, Salwa Khalil Ibrahim, NTA News.
Let's join Boluwatife Adeoti on entertainment news.
Nigerian Afrobeat sensation Divine Ikubo, popularly known as Rema, delivered a standout moment at the 2026 FIFA World Cup opening ceremony, joining Blackpink's Lisa and Brazilian superstar Anitta for a live debut of their collaborative track Goals. The performance, held at Sophie Stadium in Los Angeles, kicked off the tournament in the co-host United States with infectious energy. Also, actress Mobewa G. Oyediji, popularly known as Mobewa, has said that despite the progress made in the Nigerian film industry, female actors are still often confined to stereotypical roles. Speaking in an interview, the actress acknowledged that the portrayal of women in Nollywood has improved significantly over the years, but noted that certain limitations persist. Finally, on entertainment news. Social media personality and self-acclaimed financial expert Ojaiji Prosper, popularly known as Gege, has said that women who criticize him online often behave differently when they meet him in real life, stating that he receives more attention from women offline than men. Speaking in an interview, Gege reflected on his rise to social media fame, stating that his journey began with a desire to share real-life financial lessons rather than chase online popularity. And that will be all on entertainment news. In Akure, Boluwatife Adeoti, NTA News.
For the latest stories making headlines in the world of sports, let's join Suleiman Musa for sports updates.
Nigeria's high jump star Temitope Adesina has captured her first NCAA outdoor high jump title after clearing 1.96 meters at the championships in Eugene, Oregon, United States of America. Adesina and her closest rival, Rose Yeboah, both successfully scaled 1.96 meters, but the Nigerian emerged champion on countback after a flawless performance clearing every height on her first attempt. The triumph marks Adesina's maiden NCAA outdoor crown and adds to the NCAA indoor titles she won in 2025 and 2026, further cementing her status as one of the leading high jumpers in collegiate athletics. Elsewhere, Nkwagu military cantonments have emerged champions of the football event at the 2026 Interclub Sports Tournament held in Abakaliki. Ijoma Peter Nwante reports that the colorful closing ceremony, which featured football, volleyball, and badminton competitions, attracted participants, sport enthusiasts, and dignitaries who witnessed the football final between Nkwagu Cantonment and AE Futa. After a keenly contested encounter, Nkwagu Cantonment secured a hard-fought 1-0 victory to lift the trophy and emerge champions.
For those that won today, also know that you could also lose tomorrow. So the essence is to create friendship, to enhance or promote civil-military cooperation.
Elated, we won 4 gold medals and 1 silver. We actually spelled NSCDC.
And finally, 5-time world champions Brazil opened their 2026 FIFA World Cup campaign with a 1-1 draw against Morocco. Morocco stunned the South Africans by taking the lead in the 21st minute before the Selecao responded through a brilliant individual effort by Vinicius Jr. to level the score before halftime. The result marks the first time Brazil have been held to a draw in a World Cup opening match by a non-European side. In other matches played on Sunday, Scotland edged World Cup debutants Haiti 1-0, while Australia recorded an impressive 2-0 victory over Turkey. For Sport Update, Suleiman Musa, NTA News.
This is Weekend Grill, where we celebrate people, culture, and events. We shall be back after this break. Please stay with us.
The prestigious NTA Television College, widely recognized for its professionalism and excellence in media training, has achieved another significant milestone. In addition to its existing affiliation with Ahmadu Bello University Zaria for the award of a degree in mass communication, the college has now received official approval from the National Board for Technical Education, NBTE, to commence National Diploma, ND programs in mass communication and multimedia. Additional programs are also in progress. Admission requirements: a minimum of 5 O-level credit passes in relevant subjects. For National Diploma ND programs, minimum JAMB admissible score of 100. For degree programs, recommended JAMB score of 180 and above. This is a great opportunity to become part of the college's growing legacy in media and broadcast education. For more information, visit our website at www.ntatvc.edu.ng or call these following numbers: 0803-838-4343, 0806-980-9897. Announcer Management.
Our major currency unit is the Naira, while the minor unit is the Kobo. They are both in notes and coins. The Naira is more than just a medium of exchange. It bears the images of our heroes. So, stop abusing the Naira. It is a criminal offense to spray the Naira at events. Stop stepping on the Naira. It's not your enemy. Do not squeeze, ruffle, or write on the Naira. Handling the Naira with dirty or oily hands can deface the Naira. Love the Naira as you love yourself. Be a real Nigerian. Do not abuse the Naira.
You're welcome back. You can also watch us on our social media handles on Facebook and YouTube at Nta Akure. And to our Weekend Grill stories, the 10th coronation anniversary of the Jagun of Ile-Oluji, His Royal Majesty Oba Olufaderin Adetimehin, was graced by dignitaries including Ondo State Governor Lucky Ayedatiwa, who was represented by his Deputy Governor. Guests eulogized the monarch for his leadership qualities and contributions to community development, describing him as a symbol of unity and peace. Ayomide Olowoyo was there for Weekend Grill.
In an atmosphere of joy and cultural display, Ileluji came alive as sons and daughters of the ancient town, dignitaries and well-wishers gathered to celebrate 10 years coronation anniversary of the Jagun of Ileluji, Oba Oluwole Olufaderin Adetimehin. Governor of Ondo State, Lucky Ayedatiwa, represented by the Deputy Governor, Olaide Adelami, described the monarch's reign as one marked by peace, wisdom, and commitment to the progress of Ileluji.
Ileluji has been peaceful and there has been steady progress. We celebrate many years of fruitfulness and impact.
The Oloke of Okegbo Kingdom, Oba Akintoye Adeoye, alongside other well-wishers, described the monarch as a great unifier, which leadership has strengthening peaceful coexistence and cooperation between Ileluji and Okegbo communities.
He has shown leadership and he has showed how to treat a younger brother.
Political officials also commended the monarch's decades of service, describing him as a blessing to the community.
That for the past 10 years that he has been on the throne, there has been tremendous development in Ileluji Kingdom.
Community leaders and indigents praised the Kabiyesi for his dedication to development, urging him to sustain effort towards greater progress in the kingdom.
I will continue to pray and work for the progress of this community, of this state, and of this nation.
But Ileluji now, it be like small London now.
This guy that is warm-hearted, he has brought a lot of development to Ileluji. Since he became king, we have had such peaceful time, and he has encouraged all Ileluji people from abroad, Nigeria, everywhere to come and invest in Nigeria. You can tell from the last 10 years, the kind of development that's been in Nigeria is unprecedented. We are so glad and happy that he's our king right now.
Yes, he loves everybody, including the youth. He's a good listener. All those who can see them today, you see them, they are representing here. They always have meeting, is his palace. Anything they think the Kabiyesi will do, if you go to Kabiyesi and you tell Kabiyesi, Kabiyesi will listen and do the needful.
In his remarks, Oba Oluwole appreciated sons and daughters of Ileluji Kingdom for their continued support, while also acknowledging the state government partnership in community development.
Looking back, God has been very faithful to me, my family, and the people of Ileluji Kingdom. It has been 10 years of consistently enjoying God's goodness, mercies, help, and divine favor.
Conferment of chieftaincy titles on deserving indigents amidst cultural displays and cutting of the anniversary cake brought the ceremony to a close.
How much is a human life worth? And at what point does a simple disagreement become a tragedy? These questions are at the heart of a disturbing incident in Oda Community, Akure South local government area of Ondo State, where a dispute allegedly over 500 naira ended with the death of a 65-year-old man. Our correspondent tells us more. It began as a disagreement between a father and his foster son over proceeds from the sale of cocoyam. But what started as a dispute over money soon turned tragic. The deceased, Peter Adole, was said to have demanded the balance of 500 naira from the proceeds of the sale. The request allegedly led to a heated argument between him and his foster son, Kingsley Insikak. Witnesses say the disagreement later escalated into a physical confrontation during which the elderly man reportedly sustained serious injuries. He was rushed to a medical facility, but despite efforts to save his life, he was pronounced dead while receiving treatment. A relative of the deceased, James Ugolo, speaks on the circumstances surrounding the incident.
The boy owed Baba 500 naira. They say that they blow Baba like 3 times for nose. We did X-ray and they say that blood have entered Baba's brain.
Residents say they are shocked that a family disagreement could end in the loss of a life.
All this matter, Baba like to play, like to do better. If they give that boy food, do everything before that boy come out, go collect a house.
It was just a normal fight that day. Both of them had been drinking. Unfortunately, when Baba fell, he hit his head on something.
Meanwhile, the Ondo State Police Command has confirmed the arrest of the suspect. The command says the case has been transferred to the State Criminal Investigation Department for further investigation.
This suspect is currently in a police facility and will be charged to court. However, investigation is still ongoing on the circumstances that surround the incident, and upon conclusion of investigation, he will be charged to court.
Beyond the tragedy lies a broader question. How can families and communities strengthen traditional and peaceful channels for resolving disputes before they descend into violence?
We have the youth engagement, we have the workers engagement forum that we move to discuss and exchange pleasantries and wise counsel. We are the closest to the community people, traditional rulers and our chiefs. So we believe that in any peace must reign, must prevail in our community before we can make progress.
What began as an argument over 500 naira has ended in a loss that cannot be measured in money. It is a reminder that anger, when left unchecked, can change lives in an instant, leaving behind grief, regret, and consequences long after the moment has passed. And that's our package on Weekend Grill this week. Join us same time next week for another edition. Till then, I am Abiola Ariyo. Good evening.
The prestigious NTA Television College, widely recognized for its